the club's on fire, girls on fleek. Send me location, I pull up in 3. Hearts break me, can't you see? Other real niggas with the.
Hello, lovely people. I welcome you all back to Biba TV. I am and will always remain yours truly, Gil Sibabi. Right on this channel, we discuss anything concerning our lovely continent, Africa. Here, I'll talk about African culture, entertainment, health, relationship, and get to share some inspirational messages with you. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel by tapping on the subscription button, and don't forget to tap on the notification button so as to receive alerts on videos to be posted. For my note of late, I haven't been consistent on this channel, and I want to take this opportunity to apologize for that. It was due to a technical problem, which of course has been dealt with. So I'm here to talk about something very interesting. I mean, a topic very interesting, which I know that you'll be very interested in. And this topic is something that is very dear to my heart because I've been experiencing it most often, and I've come to realize what the possible cause could be. Now, I know sometimes you realize that you've gained weight and you try losing it and you're unable to lose that weight. Sometimes you try to control how frequent you eat, but you're unable to control that frequency. And also sometimes you eat due to an emotion that you wish you eating could control or solve that emotions or emotional problems, but still the problem remains unsolved. So here today I'm about to talk about that particular thing, what's causing you to gain weight and not be able to lose it. So I'll be right back after this break. Please stay tuned and don't go nowhere. Welcome back. Now the question again, what could possibly cause you to gain weight and not be able to lose it? Or what could possibly cause you to gain weight and find it difficult to lose that weight you gained? Now, this could be stress eating. It's not always the case, but the probability is that it could be that you are stress eating and you might not even be aware of it. Now, we're talking about stress eating. What exactly is stress eating? And before we delve into stress eating, what is stress? Stress is a feeling of physical or emotional tension, and it can result from any situation that makes you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous. And what are examples of these situations? In a situation where you lose a loved one, a situation where you have problems in your relationship, failure of an examination, loss of a job, all these can make you feel frustrated, nervous, or angry, and can make you feel stressed. Now, what is stress eating? Stress eating is basically eating when you are stressed. And this eating is not a normal form of eating, but it's quite out of the normal. In stress eating, the individual eats to feel that emotional need, that is, that feeling of frustration, that feeling of anxiety, and that anger. They eat to feel that emotion rather than eating to fill their stomach or eating because they really feel hungry. Now, I'll be talking about like I stated earlier, I'll be talking about 3 major facts why stress eating is causing you to gain weight and not be able to lose it. So the first thing is, with stress eating, you eat to satisfy your emotions than your stomach. But this, what I'm trying to say is that you eat because there is that emotional emptiness, and there's that emotional need that you feel like it needs to be satisfied. So here you eat to fill that, or to in an attempt actually to satisfy that emotional need than eating to fill your stomach or eating because you actually feel hungry. And when you eat to satisfy your emotion, what happens is that you lose that sense of portion control. And when you lose that sense of portion control, that means that you eat as much as you can eat so as to fill that emotional need, and you end up overeating, and after that you feel guilty for having overate. And when you keep on overeating or eating more than you're supposed to eat, you end up gaining weight, and in the end you become obese. So the second thing here is, With stress eating, the food that they take in is usually junk foods, or they take in foods that have simple carbohydrate foods, or food that contains high calories. This is because when you are stressed, your body's need for energy increases. And when that happens, you have to eat high caloric foods and also simple carbs, so as to give your body that energy that it needs for you to go about your daily activities. And intake of high caloric foods and also simple carbohydrate foods will cause you to gain weight. And if you're not careful, you become obese. The last fact I want to talk about is about the hormone cortisol. Okay, so this hormone cortisol is called a stress hormone. It is released whenever you encounter a life situation or a life challenge, and when it's what causes you to be stressed. So the release of this hormone cortisol, so far as it's released, it causes you to be stressed, and when you are stressed, you end up stress eating. And if you are unable to manage your stress, more of these hormones will be released, which will cause you to be stressed the more, and you continue stress eating. And when you continue stress eating, you continue being overweight, and you might end up being obese. So now let's talk about ways with which we can manage stress eating. The first and foremost thing I will talk about is that you have to first identify your stresses. Because before a problem can be solved, first the problem needs to be identified. You have to identify your stresses, whether it's a problem you're having in a relationship that is causing you to be stressed, or it's a loss of a loved one that's causing you to be stressed, or it's because of failure of examinations that's making you feel stressed. When you identify these stresses, you try to solve them if possible. Try as much as you can to solve them. And when you solve them, you won't be able to feel stressed again, and the stress eating is likely to cease or stop. The second thing is that I'll encourage you to get engaged or involved in diversional therapies. What are diversional therapies? These are therapies that you can engage in, and they can take your mind off a life challenge that you're facing or a life circumstance that you are facing. Taking, for instance, gardening, or watching an interesting television program, listening to radio, listening to music. All these can serve as diversional therapies that can take your mind off a problem you are facing. And some people would like to go to the beach or go to public places so as to release stress. But now that we are with this outbreak of COVID-19, it's not advisable for you to go out to these public places. So I will urge you to please stay home. Stay at home. If you don't have anywhere going, please, we need you. I need you. Okay, so that you can manage your stress. Stay home and manage it, and get involved or engage in activities in the house and around the house so as to help manage your stress. The third thing I'll talk about on the management of stress eating is exercise. Exercise is very crucial to our general health and well-being, in that exercise helps our body systems to function effectively and efficiently. So it's very good for us to exercise. Now, exercise also helps control the release of the hormone cortisol, which I mentioned earlier on to be the stress hormone. So exercising will help control this hormone cortisol, which will help control your stress, and it will also help control your stress eating. So do well to exercise as regularly as you can. The fourth thing I will talk about is that you should seek for professional help if all measures fails, okay? Because when stress is not managed and it persists for a long time or a longer time and it becomes chronic, it is very dangerous to your general health and well-being. So seek for a professional help. Let your health professional help you manage your stress so as to help curb stress eating as well. The final thing I will talk about is that as individuals, we'll come across situations, circumstances that will make us feel stressed, frustrated, or nervous. We should do well to manage them. We shouldn't get angry at anyone, neither should we have a resentment against anybody, because all these negative emotions also can cause you to be stressed. If news concerning this COVID-19 outbreak is what is stressing you out, please do well to stay away from such news so that you won't feel stressed. Thank you so much, lovely people, for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and comment in the comment section down below if you have anything to share with us. Please share it with your friends and families, okay? I love you all. See you next time. Bye.